Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and I do not have a mushroom on top of my head, oh boy. So now we can actually travel normally, and it's just good times all around, and we can continue with the story rather than just wander around town trying to find a hospital, and it's just fantastic. So, first off, we did pretty much everything that we actually have to do in this town, including all the bonus scenes like the one with Paula's dad where he passes by the hotel after you sleep, and also the extra scene that you get when you sleep after you meet with Paula's parents, where she tells you that there's the river nearby. So you did all that. That's pretty much everything we have to do here. Although I need to mention that it had been a while between this and now since I had played the game, and I had forgotten rather whether I had fought Everdred or not, but I had. But I also managed to find Apple Kid here, which is helpful. So let's just go ahead and eat a cookie just because apparently we need to eat a single cookie to get rid of this in order to make room for this machine, which I'd assume is rather large, maybe. But there we go, we got the pencil eraser, so yay for that. Now we can actually progress. If you were to go to the place where you need to use the pencil statue, you would get a call from Apple Kid saying, hey, I made this invention that will erase giant pencils. So now you can go ahead and go get it and move on. But I think I might have accidentally cut out that scene, but it's really not that important whatsoever. Out of that, I just accidentally saw him before I was supposed to. Either way, we have more mushrooms. We better not get shroomed. Oh man, that would be like the worst. Luckily, after this tunnel, you really don't fight them ever again. And here we have a new enemy, which I somehow managed to not run into the mushroom at the same time. But they can PSI magnet, which will get rid of a majority of your PP points, or rather, P points, I guess, because I'm assuming the second P stands for points. It's like psychic points or something like that. But yeah, you don't have, they'll get rid of it, which is annoying. They could also use life up to cure their HP, and they can sow seeds to make new ones of them. So they're kind of like the black Antoids, just powered up, and the addition of the PSI magnet, which is annoying because we really don't have a way to heal PP yet. I mean, you never really get one, to be quite honest. That girl there by all the mushrooms, if you talk to her, you will be able to sell the mushroom on your head for like $50 or something like that, just in case you got one on the way here, so that's very helpful. Kind of like the healer, but yeah. These guys, little UFO, freaking impossible to hit, but normally you could kill them in 2 turns, maybe even 1 after you come back through here again. Also, yay for guts, allowing me to live that with 1 HP. So that's good. I don't think I was paying attention, or I was like hoping that I would go first or something, but that was almost really bad. But I'm pretty sure I did kind of accidentally do some level grinding, because I died quite a bit going through this area. This is actually a very difficult area, at least for me, because I just don't pay that much attention, especially when I'm only spamming attack, 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 or whatever. And especially since you only have 1 character right now, the times where you only have 1 character are the hardest in the game, I'd say. And right now we only have 1 character, so it's not good. Also, a lot of the enemies here can be pretty bad. The little UFO, just with how much it dodges, it takes much longer than it should to actually kill it. So that kind of sucks, along with the other enemies that we can find here. There we go, we have taken another picture of ourselves in a rather random location, to be quite honest, and now there's a random tree growing in the middle of the bridge. Let's kill it. Indeed. Here we have the territorial oak, which you want to make sure that you kill these guys last if you get into a big group of enemies, because these guys will explode on death. So they will do like 300 damage to you, or 180 rather, but because you killed them last, it only really did about 10, depending on how fast the message scrolls. But that's one of the reasons that you want to have your text speed set on fast, because if you have it set on slow and it has to like say all that stuff, you're going to end up taking more damage, and you just accidentally made the game harder on you. So be a fast reader, otherwise the game is going to be harder for you. Either that or just don't care and have the game text on fast anyways. Okay, so let's heal up some HP, because I'm taking quite a bit of damage here. Maybe, I don't know. Should I eat this cookie? Should I heal 6 HP? Yeah, I should. And let's just go ahead and eat the other one as well, I guess, so we can actually get something notable. Oh man, only 5 HP. What is this? Ness did not enjoy that cookie as much, I guess. And here we have probably the second most annoying enemy, I'd say. Well, it's kind of a tie between the Territorial Oak and this guy, the Spinning Robo. First off, he does a ton of damage per attack. And second off, yeah, good thing I healed. Whoa, okay, that was almost really bad. Wow, man, very good thing I healed. I mean, if that had been like a second too late, I would have died. But as long as doing just a ton of damage constantly, they also could shoot a beam that causes nighttime stuffiness, which is basically a cold, which doesn't sound all that bad, but it's kind of like poison in Pokemon, where you'll take like 4 or 5 HP of damage per turn, which doesn't seem that bad as well. But then also you take a whole bunch of damage as you're walking around, and if you have no way to heal that, it will really add up. Especially when you don't have that much PP to heal, you're going to be losing quite a bit of health. So, it will not be fun. I'm pretty sure that healing alpha will cure it, but when most of your PP is going to healing your actual HP, it's kind of difficult to keep it going. Oh well. So we got a Travel Charm, which will help defensively, and the Luck Charm. I never know what the Luck stat does in RPGs. Like, I think that it would increase, like, critical hit rate, but I'm pretty sure that Guts does that in this one. But other than that, I never know what Luck does. Just seems kind of useless most of the time, but oh well. So, we have a bunch of enemies over there. This is kind of a giant ring. Another thing about this area that I'm not a huge fan of is that it looks a lot alike. Like, all the little areas and whatnot just seems to kind of repeat itself. It's quite a long area. Longer than it probably has to be. But, well, this is how they wanted to make the game, which is another reason why it's actually really tough. Especially when you're taking so much damage per every battle that you need to use life up after every single one. It is pretty tough. I mean, really, I'm kind of struggling here. Okay, so that guy, he's going to be fixing the bridge or whatever, but of course he's not going to finish it until after we go through this area. Although we could use it as a shortcut to get back to Tucson once we get through our goals here. And we found a bomb, which I don't want. Yay, bombs and presents just kind of left there. And oh look, there's me being dead. Did I mention that this place is really tough? Yeah. And yeah, back at the hotel. So we're going to heal up and everything and just, when you die / faint or whatever, you lose half the money that you have on hand. And it's just no good. Kinda really sucks. And also you just have to go through that whole area again. And also you don't have any of your PP back. You have all your HP back, but none of the PP. Or maybe you only have... I doubt you only have 1 HP. Okay, well let's call Mom so we don't get homesick, because that's a really bad status to have, especially when you're on your own. There's a fly buzzing around my face. It's not Buzz though. Oh my god. Jesus, that thing has been bugging me for the past, like, 8 days. I swear, it just won't die. Okay, so here we are cutting at a random bridge. Pretty sure I accidentally skipped some stuff in this area, but it's pretty straightforward and just repetitive, so... oh well. Now, I should probably life up after that battle and then grab the magic butterfly, but oh well. We've already fought all the enemies here. Oh wait, I'm already out of PP because of all the time that it took to go through here before. So let's just go ahead and life up now. There we go. And more things. So yeah, more fights, and I think that this way we have a pretty good piece of equipment. But if after we do all these battles, but at least luckily we're getting the green screen on them, so that's helpful. But oh man, yeah, doing that whole trick where you backtrack a bit in order to make the enemies disappear Very helpful. That guy's didn't want to disappear though. Oh well. And then back here we get a very good piece of equipment for now. So what am I doing? Yeah, I just had to go through the menu and choose check. We get a hard hat. So we can replace our Mr. Baseball cap that we always wanted with this one instead, because it gives an extra 9 defense. Okay, so what am I doing here? I don't even know. Seriously, I'm just like questioning what I was doing when I was playing this game all of a sudden. Oh man, that tree. Yeah, that tree's going to get me. He's backing me into a corner, into a wall. So let's just go ahead and fight him and make him blip out of existence. Okay, I think we're near the end of this area as well. I'm pretty sure that the hard hat is the last or second to last present that you can get. So that's very nice. And there's a house there. Oh boy, we are finding civilization yet again, rather than just a whole bunch of trees and shrubs and plants that will kill us. And that tree is stuck on the side of a cliff. Just going to pass by that and pretend it doesn't even exist. By the way, why are UFOs and giant spinning robos even here? Doesn't really make much sense. Oh, cup of life noodles, that's really good. Although really not useful since we only have one person in our party, but once we have more than one, if one of them faints or dies or whatever you'd call it, you can use the cup of life noodles to bring them back to either half or full HP, I really can't remember. And there's the exit, but one last spinning robo had to try and kill me. Didn't succeed though, I made him blip out of existence and we could finally pass through this tunnel, and look, it's the coil snakes, back from the beginning of the game. And I just flashed red for a second. Oh yeah, that last spinning robo just happened to give me a cold. So that is just great, so every once in a while you're going to see the screen flash red. I think it's actually supposed to flash red more than this, it's just that because of frame reasons or whatever with my recording, it doesn't show up all the time. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough money. So, yet again, I barely remember where everything is in this town. It takes me forever to find an ATM, takes me forever to find the store, and just awfulness. So I'm going to be walking around here with a cold, and I'm almost going to die, and because I have yet to save here because I can't find the phone, I'm freaking out, thinking that I'm going to need to go through the peaceful, not-so-peaceful Rest Valley. And it would just be awful, and I would be really angry. And especially since I'm getting so close to dying here because of this battle with the insane cultists who can call on more friends and just attack you, I am freaking out. Can I get a big HP boost for this? Oh man, that is so good, you have no idea. I can survive for so much longer with that extra 41 HP. Now hopefully I can just find a home. Healer, heal me of my cold. Okay, well actually I think that the hospital can cure you of a cold. So he's not helpful, I need to go to the actual hospital, which luckily is right next here, yeah. And I don't have enough money, so no cold treatment for me. I can just go die for all he cares. Oh boy. So there's a guy at the saxophone, he's kinda cool. And if I could find the ATM and the store, it would be so good. And the telephone is there. Everything that I'm looking for is basically in one place, and that's the store, the ATM, and the telephone. And they all just happen to be in the same place, and yet again, it's in the top right corner, just like the hospital was in Tucson. So, why I didn't learn to check the top right corner, I have no idea. Here, collecting donations, except I don't have any money whatsoever. And then she will follow you around, and she's super weird. Then she gets caught against a house, and that guy talks really funnily. Weird. Okay, well, I got that lady stuck behind a house somehow, and now my condition is critical, so I better find this freaking store and telephone. This is just ridiculous. Also, blue cow. And this guy again, but again, nothing. He doesn't... No, why does nobody in this village have a telephone that I can just borrow for like 2 seconds? Oh man, what could I lie and say that I'm a happiest, and then you believe me? And then you're all like, So I finally used the PSI Caramel, which I'm pretty sure I got out of a present from the Peaceful Rest Valley, so I can get over the cold, finally. So I'm kind of wasting that PSI Caramel, but oh well, I'm really getting worried here, and I don't want to die and have to go through all of the not-so-peaceful Rest Valley all over again. So now we are still going to adventure and try to find that phone and kill insane cultists. What's going on? Why am I just standing still? Okay. Yeah, and then I talk to air. Okay, sure, why not? There's so many questionable things that I do in these games. Okay, well there's a tunnel right there, and then there's the freaking store at the top right corner, and there's a telephone, and there's the ATM. Holy crap, who would have expected that? Especially since I told you guys before I actually found it. Well, there we go, finally. So let's go ahead, check that thing, get money, go to sleep, and then we will do everything else later and just get a ton of money because maybe they have some new equipment as well. Maybe. Yeah, they have a Sandlot bat, which is very nice. Copper bracelet, which I guess, although the cheap bracelet is $98, it is technically the cheapest bracelet in the game. I'm guessing that there's some like super inflation going on in the world of Earthbound, yes. Earthbound or something like that. But let's just go ahead, call Mom so we don't get homesick, and call Dad so we can save. And we finally don't have a cold. So many status ailments lasting for the entire video. First mushroom, now cold. And I will see you all next time, where I'll be a statue or something.